What is up? Welcome into the Buddy Cop Podcast. My name is Sean Leary. I am a comedian and producer in Los Angeles, and I am joined by my boy, impressionist, comedian, producer extraordinaire, Scott Ibarra. How you feeling, baby?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling black
shirt boys. We are the black shirt boys.
Coming.
We are also joined by our sound engineer and our third mic, Tom Cocking. How we feeling, Cocking?
I'm good. I did my hair like Scott today. I was trying
Yeah, it looks good. You can ride a jet ski off that.
Yeah.
Make sure you are
Volume.
emailing the show,
Just
the
I want a
Buddy
volume.
Cop Podcast at gmail.com. Make sure you hit us up on Insta, TikTok, Facebook.
At the Buddy Cop Podcast.
Boom, he read my mind.
Yep.
We are doing the 1996 slash hit Mission colon impossible. There's a colon. Mission colon impossible.
All right. Before we start the podcast, I just want to say, can we stop making these movies?
I
like
actually...
the first one.
They're on 7 now,
I think
right?
you should take that back immediately.
No,
These movies are fantastic.
No.
Set pieces, running, apple
said
boxes,
God,
set
short
pieces.
co-stars so he looks bigger. Let's
I know,
go.
but I feel like by now it should just be called Mission Possible. Can the mission
good
be
bit.
possible?
Oh, good bit. You picked that one up at the dad barbecue over the weekend?
100%. Well,
Liquor, I hardly know
call
her. Oh, they should call a mission easy. They should call him
Here's your piece
easy.
of cake.
Hey, you know what? As my partner in our little barbecue startup that we're doing.
Yeah, how you doing?
the
How you
food
doing?
truck,
Come on
yeah.
down and get you a hoagie dog.
We're
I'm
gonna
feeling
do a dry
left out
rub.
with I should have worn a black shirt.
Well, that's
Fucked
okay.
up.
Don't worry about it. Your computer doesn't even work. Okay. We're
I
gonna
like the
get
army
into it.
green shirt. You look like a Marine in Fallujah who's doing his own radio show.
Fallujah.
You don't know what I've seen.
God bless you.
Speaking of Fallujah,
You don't know what I fucking see.
let's get into it.
Let's get on track.
Okay.
Guys.
Mission Impossible.
Yes.
I feel like I should be taking off a mask right now. Where's my mask? Is this... Yeah, it's Sean. Sean, it's okay. It's
Dude,
actually
God,
me.
thank
It's
God.
not some
Fuck.
French consulate guy.
Peel that face off your head.
One thing I noticed is that all of the characters sounded like Tom Cruise. I liked that because in the newer ones, they do like voice modulation.
Yeah.
Like they have it so that it
Oh,
matches.
when Tom Cruise
when Tom
played.
was playing, I go, oh, that's Tom.
Yeah.
Like even before they set up that the technology exists, I'm like, that's Tom Cruise.
Because they didn't have the technology back then.
They didn't have the technology in '96. They're in Prague. They're in Kiev.
Yeah.
They're on trains. The little. Excuse me. Would you like to watch a movie? If only plane service was that nice
Oh my God.
nowadays.
I love
right?
watching Jon Voight put on like the Walkman
Oh,
headset,
yeah.
and he's like, "Let me pop in this TDK cassette tape."
Right, so this is a
Jameson.
fun fact to drop that it's too early already, but I learned that there were 7 drops that describe the entire movie in the beginning. So you get like a taste of everything that's happening in the first 7 minutes of the movie. They say they drop little hints, little Easter eggs.
In the first 7 minutes, they basically let you know the plot and how it's going to end.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So they just show you like the face ripping off. And so that's what I read.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
So it's like
I see what you mean.
they give you a taste
Okay.
and then go into it.
Well,
So
that's a perfect lead into this episode.
Yeah.
It's a taste into fun facts, into all the ridiculousness that goes into this movie, whether it's good or bad. Mostly good. This movie fucking
Phenomenal.
rips.
There was no, when Tom Cruise is on stage and he's got his
stage.
on set.
When he's doing that rocker movie, Rock of Ages, and it's tanking at the box office.
When he's ready to do his monologue and he throws that, Scientology medallion over his turtleneck and he gets on set,
Yep, he
there will
tosses
be no...
Miscavige's wife right into the ocean and gets on set. Tommy, if you're watching, where is she?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Where is she? But real quick, we'll do
Yeah.
fun facts.
Yep.
We'll talk box office, kind of the impact with inflation. How did it do overseas? Tommy's a big time power player. All that fun stuff. We'll do a fun fact, hot take that we kind of want to put out there into the world about maybe this movie. I kind of already feel like you put yours out there if you want these movies to stop. We'll do the Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
We'll have some fun with it about kind of our personal experiences with it, our favorite parts.
Yeah.
Can I just say,
no.
I know I lead us every time, Daddy. I lead us every
Get outta
time.
here. No.
And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, you like, you rate, you review. And if you are watching on YouTube and you have your phone in front of you, make us a little smaller window and then go over to Spotify, go over to Apple, go over to iHeart,
that's
automatic downloads. Get us on your phone automatically.
Yeah,
We
especially if
appreciate
you
it.
don't
On your phone.
If you don't have a job, go ahead and just
Please.
open all the windows and
Open the windows.
Yeah.
Let that air breathe at the Buddy Cop Podcast, baby.
click on that link that says mature in the corner. Some great videos.
All right, so I want to jump right into this and just say the moment that made me feel the most in this movie is when Jean Reno, how do you say his name? The professional?
Cousteau? Yeah.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Helicopter guy ends up being bad.
Yes.
When he takes out the mice.
Try that again, and I slit your throat.
When he takes out the mouse in the vent. It's an off-camera
rat.
It
kill
was a
on the
rat. It was a rat.
Okay.
That's
I
a
have
mean
cats,
mouse.
so when I see rats and mice, I think smaller cat. So I had it in my heart. Big old rat, I get it, but I liked him, and I didn't want Jean Reno to take him out.
He was from Leon, right? Like I loved him in Leon.
The Professional.
It's called
yeah.
The Professional.
Yeah.
But I like that you called it Leon because you watched it in Prague.
Yeah, well, I was.
You're very European.
Well,
I don't
when
call
I
it.
traveled to Prague, I met Leon, and
Prague was a dope setting. Like the whole beginning, first 30 minutes of the movie.
Foggy Proggy, dude.
Foggy. Man, it was so foggy.
So foggy
What
and
were
proggy.
the languages? Everyone was undercover.
Yeah.
Like, was that even a real party, or were they all just, we got a 5 o'clock at the casino?
The whole set looked like not Scary Farm. You're just walking through, it's like, oh, fogs.
They said it was to get the mole out. It was all a mole hunt.
Yeah.
And it just felt like the tango scene from True Lies with Bill Pat. Where is anybody even doing any work here, or are we all just trying to get laid and find a mole?
There always has to be like an Illuminati ball where everybody is dancing around and someone's going to get murdered.
Right. And then Tommy Cruise comes in as some Arkansas or some Southern congressman who anytime he sees anybody, his MO is to just be a dick.
Yeah.
Like he's like, why don't you have your Navy SEAL uniform on? He's like,
you sure you should be wearing your bell bottoms? You should be dressed down. And the guy's like, sir, it's a party.
Yeah, when's this elevator gonna get here and take me to put on my mask?
Yeah.
Wait, so I wrote a dumb joke about this. So finding the mole,
right,
is what I do as an old person to make sure I don't have cancer. So
nice.
that's like I'm like, I found the mole. That was a joke I had.
Awesome. I'm so glad that made it in the first 15 minutes of
Tom?
the episode.
Yeah.
As Tom's doing
I'm not
stand-up.
clapping at that, but I want to.
finding
But I
moles.
want to.
I like it.
That wasn't the
4
plan.
o'clock, 4 o'clock,
good.
4 a.m., 0400, 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock. We needed to save cows to 4 o'clock, 0400. I remember that.
What?
From when I'm a kid. Remember when Ethan Hunt, played by our boy Tommy Applebox Cruise, he comes back to the hotel safe house, which is a dump.
Yeah.
And, he crushes up that light bulb, and it's thousands of pieces of glass to alert when somebody's coming. And then that girl comes back, and it's Jon Voight's wife, right?
Yeah.
She survives the explosion. It's a double cross, whatever. She didn't die. And he is about to kill her. Tom Cruise is basically like, you're not supposed to be alive. I watched you explode. And she just literally, as if the director gave her one line, say it. It's 4 o'clock, 4 a.m., 0400, 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 4 a.m., 400, 4 o'clock for 5 minutes. That's all she says for 5 minutes. And I remember as a kid,
You sounded just like her.
scared me. That scared me.
It scared you when a woman says 4 o'clock?
Well, no, just that I'm like, say something else. It's like when you
Please
get
have a
woken
voice.
up, like you're sleeping by a window that's open.
You sound like Woody Allen.
Hold on. You're sleeping by a window that's open, and there's birds, and they chirp the same chirp, where it's just chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp.
God. Neurotic breakdown number one by Sean.
And you're in your head, you go, chirp something else. Make a different sound. And that's where this woman took me. This woman who ends up being bad, spoiler alert, she ends up being bad.
Yeah.
Can you give me a little Tom right now? Just give me Tom. Alleviate my intensity with some Tom.
I know, 'cause
Help
you
me
need
out.
to-
Okay, I'm Brad
You
Pitt.
need a shot.
I'm Brad Pitt right now. You're Tom. Talk to me. Calm me down. I'm eating on set. I'm Brad Pitt. I'm eating.
I don't know how to do a Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise just every.
Scientology.
No, I like how Tom, whenever he gets serious and he goes, everything that he says is pronunciated.
Quit looking at me.
You gotta tell me who.
You're all scaring me.
Who it was. Tell me who it was. Where's Miscavige? Where's my medallion? God damn it!
I actually have anxiety from that.
One?
Don't do that to me.
I know.
Or this part.
Because I'm Tom
One.
Cruise.
Yeah.
You complete me. Right.
1, 2, 3. Toast. I mean, the greatest ASMR in movies. That's another one. When I was a kid and I saw that, I'm like, what is the toast? And we even talked about this before the episode. We think it's hot in here. It's hot. It's toast.
damn it.
We should put
I
the
need some
fucking AC
toast.
on. We can
Put it on.
Well, then
Put it on.
I'm important to this podcast, so I
Yeah.
will go put it on, and definitely this.
Where are we at?
We can
on,
pause and you can turn the
No, it's
AC
okay.
on.
Where are we
the
at
AC
on short hair Tom Cruise?
Ooh, I like him.
He looks
See,
like my
that's not
friend
what I
Jack.
thought. That's not what I thought
This
you were
is the
going to say.
first. This is the first movie that he had the short cut like that. It's
Yeah.
kind of like when Keanu cut his hair, because Tom Cruise always had the nice coiffed hair. Bing. And this is the first time he cut it kind of crew cutish. And fuck you, Tom. You're a good-looking movie star, like every other. Like Brad Pitt when he shaved his head, he has a perfect shaved head. These guys just look good in everything.
Wait, so when was Tom? Like, hold on. So when was he
Yerp.
not short haired? Before
every
that
movie before that, Tom.
name that. I'm trying to think of like when he was in.
Away.
A Few Good Men was
we go
before
back?
this. He
A
had
Few
short
Good Men?
hair.
Yeah.
Far
So
and
are you
Away.
saying that this was the first...
Days of Thunder?
What were you saying? What's your point? You're saying this was the first movie he had the crew cut?
First movie that he had that shortcut.
Risky
Like
Business,
shorter
what about
than
that?
A Few Good Men.
Shorter than the Tom Cruise cut that he had for 15 years before that.
Well, I think you're confused because he has the exact same haircut in A Few Good Men. It's just a straight crew cut, basically.
Does he have a crew cut in that?
Yeah, it's not like MI2 Tom Cruise, which is my sneaky favorite.
Okay.
I don't like Dead Reckoning. Are we long? Are we short? Are you Taylor Kitsching it?
No.
I like MI2 long.
Ew.
John Woo,
Ew.
The Doves. I'm
was the
running with
worst.
my hands
The
up.
Last
here.
Samurai.
MI2
Yes.
was the worst with the long coiffed hair, and he turns around on the mountain thing and puts on the Oakleys.
I like it. It's like
know.
slow motion Oakleys, Doves.
No.
Give me some John Woo. Okay, what was? Let's get into it. Mission Impossible. Impossible.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of this movie?
I don't know why, but I always remembered the little magic trick bit that he does with
Jean Reno.
so cool.
I love that. He's like, with this
Oh, with
disc?
the disc?
And he does it for like 5 minutes. I'm like, how the fuck does he do
Wait,
that?
yeah. Are you a resident at Magic Castle? Can you get me in?
Oh my God, it was great.
He was so
he
good
knows
though.
a guy?
I was wondering where the fuck to go.
I know. I love magic porn.
Oh, so after they steal from Langley and then they come back to that safe house that's a Super 8 in Cincinnati. I mean,
It's a La Quinta, I think.
and it's the London La Quinta.
It's the London La Quinta.
It's La Quinta.
I can't do that.
And
Tom
then
Cruise laugh.
we have Ving Rhames, who's just full Marcellus
Hey,
Wallace. He's
Ving
just,
Rhames-
just
No.
playing Marcellus Wallace.
Can we agree that Ving Rhames is Ving Rhames in every movie? He's
Yeah.
Marcellus Wallace in
He's
every movie.
terrible.
Wait, is he gay in real life? Because he plays.
No, he is not.
gay.
He is not gay.
He should be.
Sure?
He's not gay.
I want him to be.
Did you not see
Because every movie
Marcellus
comes
Wallace?
out, he's like,
How the fuck we supposed to get in? If I'm supposed to hack my way in this motherfucker, how we supposed to do it? We got a crew. We gotta get these motherfuckers in there. I don't know if I can hack in there.
Arby's, we
Motherfucker.
have the meats.
Motherfuckers wanna know if I'm gay. Maybe the fuck I am.
Mission Impossible, we have the masks.
wouldn't you like to see Ving Rhames just banging a guy from behind and be like,
Feel that? That's pride fucking with you.
Okay, save that. Save that.
Give me a moment.
Save that. Bring him back later.
all right.
That was good
fuck, that was
Arby's.
great. That was
That
great.
was really good Arby's.
I have never done a Ving Rhames impression in my
No,
life.
that
I
was
thought you were
good.
Ving Rhames. When
Oh, yeah? Did you?
That was like that's Ving Rhames.
Did
They
you-
look like this, motherfuckers wanna know.
All right.
Did you know that they specifically cast him as a hacker because he's the least looking like a hacker?
yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And this is one of those movies where if we're doing bone to pick, I have a bone to pick with the larger hacker criminal organization depiction in movies. They're just on little itty bitty laptops, always on a train, in an elevator shaft, and they never click a mouse. How do you move? How did you type in that box? You didn't click on that box. Oh, you got a key shortcut? No.
Hackers don't use mouse.
Laptops.
Mice.
We don't have the
They
mice.
hackers don't use mice. They open windows and they
No,
hit code.
I don't believe that. I don't believe they have all the shortcut keys.
Hey, Mozart, that's not what hackers do with their fingers either.
Okay, here we go.
I got 10 keyboards and I'm just
No, you
typing
gotta
X and
go
Y.
to the F2s. If you're doing a
You
key,
gotta go to here.
if
I
you're
get
gonna
that,
go to
yeah.
a key shortcut, computers have mice. You have a mouse. You click on stuff. They never click. It's like they're on the train.
You're doing the Woody Allen
Hold
again.
on. They're on.
Why
That's
would
what
they
I
do
bring
that?
to the
Why would
table.
they? Why
That's
wouldn't
what
they
I
click
bring
a
to the
mouse? I
table.
like mice in my house.
She speckled me. Okay, here's the
Too
thing.
much fog, it would hurt my
You
sinuses
know I'm
in
right.
Prague.
You know I'm right. You just don't want to give me this one. You don't want to give me. You know I've been on this hacking thing for a while.
I'm having issues too
Swordfish.
because-
They don't click.
Yeah,
Look,
because
you have a mouse.
It's like short. It's like short. Like so
You don't
there's
have
so much
key
shortness.
shortcuts in 96. There's two. Okay, Ving Rhames is hacking, right? And he's trying to make it so their transaction doesn't go through. He's got to jam up the wires, jam up the mainframe, right? He's got 2 windows that he can write in. He doesn't decide which one, just starts typing and it goes into the one he wanted. Click.
I've seen my friend code and open up Windows, and he doesn't use a mouse. He just clicks
started this, by the
shift,
way. This is your-
You
this is
just
your
said it. He
fucking-
clicks. You just said that he clicks.
like return.
No, you said clicks.
Click.
Mouse. Okay, so
I'm
he
not a
hits,
computer guy. This
so
is a
he
click.
hits return.
Yeah.
And then what? Return goes where?
Oh my God, 45 minutes later.
Boom. Roasted. Boom.
Tell your
Everyone at
friend
home, you
that
know
there's
I'm right.
mice.
They don't. You gotta use a mouse to go from window to. Okay, so he's in Excel. How
hacker's
does he
gonna
get
rip
to
you
Word?
apart.
Huh?
If he's in Excel, how does he get to Word? There's a shortcut for that. Boom. Ving Rhames. We have the hacks.
Jesus.
Okay, tell me, what's your favorite part of Mission: Impossible?
My favorite
was
part
deep.
is this
was
conversation
good. It
that
was
makes
really
that.
good. It was
it's
really
really
funny
fucking
and
stressful right now.
necessary.
I'm
This
actually
is the
sweating
pod.
more because of this.
Yes.
Favorite part.
What's your favorite part,
The
Tom?
wind, the actual like train,
Yeah.
them whipping down it. Nah.
Oh.
Nah. Like,
No?
No, I loved it.
Oh.
But it's like they just took this train and like they're getting like slammed down. It's Tom Cruise and
Jon Voight.
Jon Voight.
At the
and
end,
they're
you're
like,
saying
getting
no?
blown.
Bone-
No,
bone
I
to
loved
pick?
it because I'm like,
Oh, you
this is
loved
so
it.
amazing
Okay.
because there's like no bullet train.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I
that
just
was
love
really
them like
cool.
fighting
That was
down it
cool.
because it was like cool to like have him.
Yeah.
Just,
It didn't look like CGI in
I don't
much
think
of
it was.
that.
Actually,
It was
I
great.
mean, it wasn't.
Yeah.
They do that. This is a Tom Cruise produced movie. This is his production company at the time.
Yeah.
Like the first big thing they did. He's 28 years old.
God.
Oh, everything
And
he
it's a
asked too was
Cruise
insane.
Wagner production. Like boom, like Jerry Bruckheimer level. I made this movie. I'm the star of this movie. Directed by Brian De Palma. Like this is.
Wait, he's 28 years old?
Yeah, he was born in 1962. This movie came out, I'm sorry, 19. What is it? I had
my
it.
dad can't-
I had it. It's
64 maybe.
yeah. So the movie came out in
he's
96, 68.
Tom
Or
Cruise
wait.
is 68.
No. He was born in
68.
68, and
So
this
he's-
came out in 96.
Yeah, so he was way older than that.
No, that's not right. That's not right.
Let me help you with my
Yeah,
job
figure
I'm
this
supposed
out.
to
His
do.
early 30s.
I think he was only 28.
We are so good at. We're brought
this
to you
is
by
fun.
abacuses because that's what we
We
use to
are
do math.
presented
Abacai,
by
if you will.
albatrosses.
Yeah. As soon as he fires up his laptop and
Okay,
finds
real
where
quick.
the
No, while
calculator
he's
is.
firing this up, I won't get to my favorite part yet, but I want to
62,
talk.
you're correct.
62.
1962.
No,
And-
he's 62.
He
You're
is
62.
62.
Well, what year was he born? He was born in 1962,
He's age 62.
and this came out
shit.
in 1996.
We should
So
tell
he's 34.
We're gonna take calls.
L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah, so he would have been 30. 34? Oh, this
you
is
go.
bad.
I love how you came up with an arbitrary. You're like, he was 28
Well, that's
years
because
old.
I looked it up earlier, and I swear it said he was born in 1968.
Yeah, no, I was like, he's definitely not 28.
Okay,
years
yeah,
older
that
than
makes way more sense now
Because then that would mean
a
that he
production
was like-
company at 27, like he would have needed to make the big movie at 27 to get the
Well,
production
no, if
company.
But he
just do
made
the-
big calls, though,
If
on
you
it.
just do the math, if you said he was 28 then that means that he was like a teenager when he did Top Gun.
Yeah, so it doesn't
So
make
I'm
any
like, no,
sense because
he
that
was
was in
17 when he did
like
Top Gun.
85. Yeah, and that,
86.
yeah, and that was when he was like 20 something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving on.
How did we feel in the vein of the? how did we feel about Ethan Hunt communicating through the criminal world through Bible, church, AOL, Job 3.at14? Like, he literally gets on, he's like, I gotta contact all these people, you know, try to suss this mole out. And he's like on church Bible web chat. Did you notice that? Where he's he's sending emails in multiple languages to Job at 3:14.
Yeah.
And then it was whoosh, whoosh, whoosh,
wrote that down. Like, also, the emails
what was that?
They wouldn't have gone anywhere because they had no fucking domain. So
exactly.
like,
That's I didn't get
like at Job.
Yeah.
Dot what?
It was at Job and then a colon 3:14 and a space, and I'm like,
there's no .com.
That's not a .com.
That's not how it works.
Is this Bible chat? Scott's furious tonight.
Are you okay right now? Are you good?
Participated in a single.
Can we talk about something else? I'm over the Job
Wow,
thing.
he's over it.
You're done with Job.
Okay. Well, can I say my favorite part?
Yes.
And it has nothing to do with hacking.
Yeah.
The Langley scene. Holy shit.
I mean, that's the famous scene.
But when you know, this is what I said on Cliffhanger in the opening, when it gets parodied in multiple pop cultures, on TV shows and other movies, it's so good.
It's so good.
And I forget about him catching the sweat.
Yeah.
I've had to do that on stage. Bald guy, sweat. Ba-dink. Mandy ba-dinkin. Ba-dink. Like, oh, and he's got those gloves. I feel bad for my rat that had to bite the dust, but he's got those gloves. And it was an off-screen rat death.
And that's pretty cool. I definitely,
rat,
I don't know if it's a fun fact, but I want to say it is. I want to say they copied his whole outfit with Jean Reno. They copied it for Ocean's 11. When they're doing the scene going down.
That's like the exact same
They're
outfit.
wearing the same
the
thing.
same color gloves,
everything.
Where do they
feel
get those gloves? Those gloves are cool.
Nice.
They're like,
I think like played against sports. Or
I was just gonna say, they're used.
Yeah,
Do you think they're used?
They're used.
Anesthesiologist over at St. John Medical.
100%.
Boom. Lingo.
But did you
100%.
see that he went down and I guess he hit his face a ton. Tom.
In the filming.
So he decided to put quarters in his feet.
Yeah, I did read that.
To
even him out. Like, so when he
what
does
a
that,
fucking
you know
wild
when he
person.
goes like full flying squirrel and like thunk, when they were shooting that, he was basically
like
katanging on
head.
and you can't hit the ground because then the weight distribution. So he.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it was kind of hard because they're probably all the stunt. Everybody's like a regular sized human, and Tom Cruise is like a nutcracker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they call him Apple Box Billy for a reason,
God.
right?
They call him
No, they don't, but they should.
Jean Reno just literally Jean Reno. They had to make it look heavy, but Jean Reno in real life just had like
he was
like
this.
a fishing rod. He was like,
Come here, Tom.
bring it back. All right. Ooh, caught myself a bass.
Well, one of the nerd shit, I read a bunch of nerd stuff because
Toast.
This is too
Toast.
This is not making sense. So they said that based on how he fell, the wind, like the pressure of like air, would have set off the alarms.
Oh, right, because the pressure.
So people are
change.
like, so the pressure would. I'm like, God,
Nerds.
guys,
Well,
you guys
yeah,
are
also,
fucking,
when
like,
the-
half
You guys ruin it. You ruin it. You're like, you know what? Because the air pressure would have changed at that point, and
would have
hold
fell off
on,
everything.
and
That's bone to pick Billy over here for you. Wouldn't the knife bonk? Wouldn't that have done something? Like
it would have made a sound.
Changed a
and
mass
turned off the alarm.
yeah, like something.
However,
that guy had to shit and he had to puke, which was huge.
Yes, but then he came into the room and he shut it off like right when it landed.
Yeah, that was cool.
What they put in his drink, by the way?
Yeah, I think it was like
Visine.
Like Visine, yeah. it's
or
like the old school.
what you put is that what you put in your contacts lenses?
Probably.
She flinked it out of her.
Every one of those
she
things.
Sat so close. To
all the little moves that they did, like the spray on the hair where it lights
Yeah.
his head up, and then the thing in his drink, everything, and then when he put the glass down so you hear people. Every time he was doing that, I remember watching it and I saw that and I was like, nice move.
Yeah,
good.
you thought I'm gonna implement that into
good.
my next.
Nice move.
Like I'm gonna go get groceries. I'm gonna spray on a guy's.
I saw her
back of
doing.
his
She
head.
did the drink thing when she put the thing on his jacket. When she put the thing on his jacket and he just turns around, I was like, nice, smooth.
Yeah,
Easy
you went
hands,
full De Niro.
moisturized
I might do that.
fingers,
I might
don't
try
feel
it.
'em.
Yeah, take care. Take a walk.
Hey, do me a favor. Take the sticker, put it on his back. He's an idiot.
Let me laugh away from that.
I kind of feel like that just gave me a thought of like I think De Niro. I know this is probably too much star power. Like Tom would maybe never want this much star power around.
Of what,
but
De
De Niro as Jim would have been fantastic.
That would have been
again?
great.
Jon Voight.
yeah.
Jon Voight has what? 2 scenes in this movie where he has more than 1
I'm
second
just
of
gonna
dialogue.
say, I don't think Jon Voight could have been replaced in this movie easy. Could have been anybody.
He is creepy as fuck. He's a lizard.
Can you imagine
Fuck.
He's a
Christopher
fucking
Walken?
anaconda. If you
Christopher Walken would have been a little creepy in it. Been fun.
What would that have been like? Here's a tea, son.
Ethan, be like, Ethan, I picked up a shadow. Hunt. What is your name? I picked up a shadow. They're like, do you know what it is? No. I'm jogging. I'm going to jog. Yeah.
4 o'clock, 404.
When I say abort, you abort. Run as fast as you can, Ethan. I'm going to jump in the water and take a swim.
Okay.
Boom. Car blows up. Who's in it? I don't know.
How would De Niro talk about he would be so pissed about the abort. I tell you to abort. And I tell you to abort.
Be like, didn't I? Tom, didn't I tell you if shit goes south? Abort. You killed Emilio in the damn elevator, right? Emilio's gone.
Emilio
Poof, gone.
got something to the mouth.
Yeah. When I say walk, you freaking walk, all right? Walk.
If I have to come back in, you clean yourself up, go home.
Lost half my crew in a freaking elevator shaft. Somebody messed up. Clean up. Go home. Clean it up. Go home. New mission. Mission impossible? No. Mission possible.
Here's a question I got for you. This is borderline bone to pick territory.
I love it.
You've got your red light and your green light gum, right?
Ooh, I love
it. Double
Where does he keep the gum?
Exactly.
It
There's
gets
no wrapper. How does it not come together in his pocket?
Loose gum in your
that's
pocket?
Not even my
That's a death
biggest.
sentence.
That's not even my biggest B2B.
Your B2P.
My bone to or my
Ooh.
B2P. My bone to pick.
What's your biggest bone to pick, Sean?
Is that he's able to stick it against stuff without the
Chewing
wet
it. Right.
mechanism.
Ooh, it's like silly putty slash gum.
He gets it to stick at the aquarium dinner because we all have restaurants with giant aquariums in them.
Yeah.
Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
As soon as you saw, I think everyone knew. As soon as you saw that restaurant, you're
It's
like,
exploding.
It's done.
"Yeah, we're gonna blow up that
That's
aquarium."
exploding.
That's also a B2B. That was a lot more water in that.
They actually
aquarium
shot
than
that
they-
at 2 separate places.
Yeah.
The first, when you see everybody in slow motion, whoa, water, the wave room, that's one place. And then when he's jumping out the iconic, he's jumping out all the fish.
So that's
a different
Prague's.
place.
That's Prague's Rainforest
It's-
Cafe.
Yeah, so it's the Aquarium Comedy Club Kiev. And then
It's a small chain in
it's
Prague.
a
There's 2 or 3 of them. We
Barracuda
blew them all up.
Sanctuary in downtown
They
Prague.
were already going under, so they're like, "Let's blow it up."
Yeah, Brian De Palma was like, I actually hate fish. So.
And comedy.
Fuck, fish are dumb.
So can we blow up the
But you
Prague
get what
Fish
I'm
Club?
saying? There
What's
was
it called?
no
The Prague
stick.
Comedy Fish Club?
Yeah, it was Fisher's Meat Market. It was the No Stick Dick Cafe. How did he get it to stick? He chucks it at the helicopter.
I turned the movie off. I had to walk away. I was like,
hate
"This
it when
is
you
bullshit."
do that. No, you fell asleep because you're a father.
Yes.
And you have people that count on you.
Yeah, but it's all right.
Dude,
I can still wing it.
Loser.
Okay, so what do you think Jon Voight's trench coat budget was in this movie? Because he is dressed like a 90s door-to-door briefcase salesman this whole movie.
I thought of Seinfeld the entire
Yeah,
time.
like
just-
the beltless trench coat.
Yeah,
that
like
Jerry's dad sold in
Yeah.
the garment district for 45 years.
I've been selling it for years.
For 45 years. And he has great gloves in this movie. Jon Voight, and then his
Isotoners.
outfit at the end. I'm like, Jon Voight action hero? Jon Voight executive decision?
he looked like he was wearing a sweatsuit and he was doing like
No,
the
he
treadmill.
didn't look right. But I liked that he gave that a look. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, John. Yeah.
Well, they said they chose him because he didn't look like a villain. I'm like, Jon Voight's face
Oh my God,
is
yeah.
a fucking
He's a
villain.
lizard
That is
fuck.
a villain. I
And
would
Mattel.
never, ever.
John Voight's face looks like a little doll boy.
Mattel.
He doesn't look mean at all.
One body's
he's
not hard
scared.
to
I mean,
find.
Jon Voight scares me.
He scares the shit
'cause
out of
of
It
me.
scares you because he
Anaconda.
looks like a doll.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, he's
If someone walked in right now looking like a doll boy with doll eyes and a little doll face like that, you'd be like,
I would
you
shake
would,
my
you would
entire
either
pants.
shit yourself or come.
yeah.
Either one. I don't know you.
I would do both. But
I
it's
have
okay.
one other bone to pick. When Ethan Hunt in the end of the movie is on the train and he's portraying Jim, he's being Jon Voight. There's a very tight shot of him on the phone as Ethan, and it's liver spot hands. It's Jon Voight's hands. So that's where I go. When you do the masks, it's still his body. It's still a 5'2" apple box actor.
Yeah.
You can't be showing Voight's liver spot hands. That's Because they don't do hands.
I know, and that's why they should stop doing.
That's
these
why
movies,
these bombed,
'cause
and they
they're
don't
terrible.
make any money.
terrible.
Jeremy Renner
They're
isn't
amazing now.
interested in being in these movies.
No,
They're-
liver spots.
But also, we didn't talk about Emilio Estevez just getting
Right.
smashed.
Okay, first of all, what do you think of that
come back to the
cameo?
microphone, Tom?
What do you think of that cameo,
Smash.
Scott? Because you love Emilio, right?
I love Emilio.
Big Emilio guy. When you saw this for the first time,
I was
did you
so
shit?
upset. I was so upset.
Well, no,
because I was
did
like,
you-
Emilio's in the movie.
Did you know it was him when they do the tight shot on him? Because you don't know until.
Oh,
'cause
from
you
the
see
back? No.
No, it looks
But
like.
then when they do,
who's
I was
this
like,
doink?
Emilio
Yeah.
and Tom Cruise.
And he's got some good lines.
He's great.
He's quick. He's like Gordon Bombay
Yeah.
before the DUI. Like he's just like. He's good.
Yeah.
And then what's
the smart-
fuck
Yeah, I know. What
hits him in the mouth?
Yeah.
What is that an electric stopper? If there are any machinists, Chris Hall, if you're in machinery, work with your hands, what hits Emilio Estevez in the face?
It looks like a bunch of like machetes dropped.
Yeah, it's like
No, it looked like the xenomorph's like little mouth kind of popped down,
But-
just into
like-
his mouth.
I know, it was like Jigsaw.
Brian
it was like
De Palma,
a scene out of Saw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brian De Palma hates Emilio.
Oh, yeah, I hated him.
that death was in the mouth.
Emilio must have just gotten off Young Guns or something and been
Oh, yeah,
talking
Young
shit.
Guns
And he's like,
killed it.
I'm going to kill him with a saw-like machete elevator.
well, so
I want to play a game. You're gonna get this in the mouth.
And he's like, ha, looks like my computer's not working. Fucking.
And then
died.
Jon Voight. Though every scene, I feel like when something goes bad, Jon Voight just goes, I don't have access.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do anything from here.
I don't know what's going on here, Ethan.
that was on the
have
nerd.
access.
I kept reading nerd shit about this. So basically, they were like, you can't have the elevator go up that fast and that low. The like mechanism would kick in, so you can never like drop that quick. So like he would never die up there because it would have gone.
That's what I
They would
thought.
stop it?
That's what I thought.
I knew
Yeah.
that. I knew that you could never die in an elevator shaft.
Yeah, so you can't like.
It's
So they're like,
impossible.
but like no,
What
never.
do you mean?
It's impossible.
It doesn't go far enough.
No, it just stops you. Like
Yeah,
if
it
it drops
stops.
that quick, it like
Scott is
lets you
just
go.
so exhausted that I can't tell if he's interested in anything or hates it all. Like I can't tell if he's joking right now. Are you being serious that you can't die in an elevator shaft, or were you being facetious?
100%.
Sweet, good talk.
You didn't-
Good talk, dude.
That was the
Good talk.
response to what?
Here's a fun fact.
Mission Impossible. Yes.
Here's a fun fact.
Another one.
There are only about 4 or 5 gun firings in this entire movie, and our boy Ethan Hunt doesn't shoot one gun.
Get the.
Is that not cool? Mission Impossible, and they don't. And Ethan,
Never caps a
No,
bu-
I like
never
it.
shoots a
I
cat.
like it
I like
because
it.
I like it because it shows how clever he is. He's like a
Yeah.
MacGyver.
Yeah, he figures out that Jon Voight's the bad guy by looking in the Bible and seeing that it's from the Drake Hotel. Because earlier we have this great line, "Hey, would they put you up with them cushy hotels in Chicago out on one of them training trips, huh?"
I know.
And he's like, "The Drake Hotel, Chicago."
Yeah. Mateo.
Mateo. He just say one body is hard to find.
They're like, what did you say the plan was? Like anaconda skins.
Wait, what's the plan? She look good. I take her for a ride.
A
the
body
face.
like Mateo's wasn't hard to find.
She's not gonna be hungry for a while.
We love Jon Voight in Anaconda. His best role ever. Thank you very much.
Hey, Jon
over
Voight,
at
shout out
this,
Jon Voight. Come-
Sunset Marquis at Jameson.
Yeah, put a ponytail on him. God, that guy's cool. What a gorgeous doll face fuck.
Okay.
He's never come on this show now.
Okay. How about when can you do Kittredge? He's such a fuck. He's got like saliva.
You just did him.
MI6 saliva. Ethan, you don't know what you've got yourself into.
He's like, this whole thing was a mole hunt.
Revolves around the mole. Kittredge. MI6.
Yeah.
Ethan, he's always
Don't get angry, Ethan. He's like,
Ethan.
Oh, you've never seen me
Ethan.
angry.
Ethan. Don't get any MI6 disavowance. Ethan.
oh my God.
That's a pretty good Kittredge for the guy who doesn't do impressions.
was a great Kittredge.
Thank you. I'll take
I was
it.
like,
It's like a
in my
Scott
head,
over
I
here?
was like, I
that
forgot.
Scott?
I was like, who's Kittredge? And then you did. I was like, fuck.
Who's Kittredge? That sounds like a great Netflix show that you
Who's
put on in the
Kittredge?
background.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Who's Kittredge? Yeah, it's Michael Pena.
That's like me doing my best. My best impressures, Michael. My pressures.
Under pressure.
Under pressures. My best one is Michael Rooker. Yours is Kittredge from.
No, my best impression is Slick Rick. Slick Rick on it.
That's your best impression.
I'm usually better on my slick, right?
We're gonna
All
take calls.
Okay, so I want to do kind of like a
Personal experience. I want to talk about like where
personal experience.
I like that. Yeah.
Where were you? Was this the first time you saw this movie, Tom?
No. I watched it when I was a kid, and I was like saying that the twists made no sense to me as a kid.
Yeah.
And as an adult.
Did
didn't
you watch
make
it at
much
home or
sense.
in the theater?
It's still
Tom?
kind of
And
confusing.
the twist still got me. It was very
Did you
confusing
watch
to
it
me.
at home or in the theater?
At
Tom?
home.
At home.
We didn't go to theaters because
Cranky Scott.
I was stuck in a room chained to a bed and only pooped in a potty.
You're Orthodox?
No, yeah.
Okay.
No. So we watched it at home.
Jehovah's Witness. Got
And
it.
so I just like the twist never made sense.
Yeah.
And then watched it again.
You're like, what's the twist, mommy?
Hey, what the?
She's like, shut up. I'm watching Tom Cruise and thinking about having sex with him.
Yeah, but he's got to stand on a box to get up to my vagina.
Oh, he's got to go up on me.
I love it.
But
I
no,
love
so
bit.
it's a very seared memory. Just kind of the twist made no sense because you're young and I didn't get twist. The twist didn't make sense.
I remember watching this movie as a kid and being like, I didn't understand what was going on,
Yeah,
but I
I had
still
no clue.
loved it.
I
still
loved
loved
it as well, yeah.
And that's how you know a movie's great and it's great writing, because even though you don't understand anything that's going on, it's still, you're captured by the performances and the writing. And so like seeing it as an adult and seeing it as a kid when it first came out, totally different. I got like the certain things. And even lately when I kind of like watch clips and saw it now and I'm laughing at the computer screens, it's like the old school like QuickTime thing, like
Just
video thing. I was like, that's funny.
And it's just a bunch of rooms that just have one computer for super important government work. One room,
And you love the, I
one
love the
computer.
computers back then too. They're like state of the art air cooled computer. Hold on,
Well, no, but they had
big screen, and they're like, hold on, it has a kickstand. Kring! All right,
But they had
Plug it
the
in.
video. They had like the video, like so when like Jon Voight.
Oh, yeah,
fakes
that was
his death,
so
That was
bad.
like, I mean, that was cool as shit.
It
when
was
you were
good.
that
It was
age.
cool.
The old school Google
It was
glasses.
cool,
Yeah,
but
where
it
he's
was
like,
literally like Mike Tyson boxing level graphics of
Yeah.
just like, okay, is that Jim? Is that you dying right now? I don't know whose screen is this.
Wait, but can you guys help me because the twist is still fucking me up as an adult.
That the twist is that Jim is the mole and that his wife was helping him.
Who's Jim?
Jim is Jon Voight. He
Okay,
was
yeah.
bad. I mean, I felt like that was pretty
Jim
obvious.
is John and John is bad.
Yeah, but who was so everyone else is involved in his like
So
charade.
Jean Reno and his wife were involved.
Okay, but
and
then-
that you don't technically figure out until the end, but I felt like it was pretty obvious that she was involved because she didn't blow up in the car.
So then everyone but they were all involved in like this is like where I'm at as an adult. So like they were all involved in this like farce.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes, because they
Even
were
the pretty girl that he likes. Tom
yeah,
Cruise
but
likes.
that's Jim's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so they're just like all involved in it.
Yep.
no. Jim, who is Jon Voight,
Yes.
his wife, and Jean Reno. They're in on it.
They're bad.
The rest
They're
are
bad.
not.
The rest are not. They
Oh,
think they're
they're
doing
like-
an actual mission to get that drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those ones all get killed, and Ethan was obviously supposed to get killed too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jim and Jean Reno and his gal were gonna ride off, and they're like, "Oh, Ethan was the mole," kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then so
they were gonna frame Ethan. So that was the whole thing. They're framing Tom Cruise to make it look like he killed everybody.
You're right.
Yeah.
And then they make off with the money.
Yeah.
Smart.
all right, so
I
then
didn't get any of that when I first watched it.
Smart.
B to P.
Okay.
Bone to pick.
Yeah.
So Tom Cruise takes this entire time to go back to the storage part of the train, right?
Mm-hmm.
He puts the
Right.
Ethan mask on.
Yep.
He doesn't notice.
Jim mask on.
Jim mask on. He doesn't know that
Holy
Jon
shit,
Voight's
that's a lot of masks.
sitting
Okay.
there
Yeah.
the whole time. So he takes it off, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And then Jon Voight hits him twice in the neck, and he drops.
Yeah,
And I'm
that,
like, why
I
did you
remember.
not-
I remember watching that this afternoon, and that really only being the one point in the movie where I go,
Yeah, I don't like when a
He-
real tough action star gets
Yeah.
knocked out by a grandpa.
and it
You're
was,
like,
it was more of like he
was in the
then
corner.
shot the woman before he shot Ethan. Like it was clearly one of those moments where it's like, are you mad at him for trying to boink your girl more than the mission? You should have killed Ethan.
This
And
is
then he
turning
just
into a
lets-
John Lynch film.
He
In the
just let
stomach.
a John Lynch film, the GM of the 49ers.
David Lynch.
Boom,
Sorry.
roasted. Drink it, baby, drink. Okay, real quick, I want to do a quick 1 minute recap of this movie. Okay, so you got Ethan Hunt. He's on an apple box, right? And he's running through Kiev. He's going up a bunch of stairs, a lot of stairs. Jon Voight's wife, weird accent, not a great actress.
Yeah.
Kristen Scott Thomas, lover, 3 names, gets stabbed.
Yes.
John Reno actually stabbed her.
Oh.
Okay, then we get some London payphones, using so many payphones. We're
cooking.
Something in the payphone to
Boom. Yeah.
fix the calls. There's
Yeah.
something in the payphone, right?
keep it going.
Then we get some Train to Paris, bullet train.
Why?
No Aaron Taylor Johnson, no Brad Pitt.
No.
But it's a bullet train. Helicopter in a channel. What's a channel?
Channel.
Okay. Crews running. Those fish earlier died. The rat died. I'm sad about the animals. Mission
PETA.
Impossible.
Done. Wow. Nice. Tom, do you have a 30-second to a minute review on this movie?
No.
No.
It's,
Yeah, I
Tom
think-
Cruise does his thing. He's a fake person, and he has a mask. And Anthony Hopkins, I keep calling him Anthony Hopkins. He reminds me. Jon Voight and they're the same. person to
Similar.
me.
John Voight and
Similar.
Anthony Hopkins are the
Yeah,
same
they're
person.
like they're
Similar.
John Hopkins.
John Hopkins.
He's a great guy.
I have a
did some
bone
good
to
shit.
Johns
pick.
Hopkins is still alive.
I have a quick bone to pick. I don't know if this is a bone to pick, but more of just this shocked me to the high heavens during
What?
the movie when basically Jon Voight was talking to Tommy Cruise and saying, you know,
It's Thomas Jackson
it's
Cruise.
Thomas Jackson Smith Cruise,
TJ.
right? Okay,
TJ.
yeah. Miscavige in the ocean. They're talking in Lundy, right? He found him and he's like, "How'd you find me? Oh, the flats. Oh, you taught me." It was that whole teacher becomes the student, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
He is talking to him about basically, why, Jim? Why? And he goes, MI6 agents make 62 grand a year. That's
my dream.
That's literally where I was just like, ooh, I thought these guys would be getting at least 125, 150. But you know what it is? It's probably all off the books. None of them pay taxes.
It's like being a bartender
Let me,
at
check,
Coachella.
let me check inflation. I'll do
Yeah,
inflation
check
for this
inflation on
because
that,
I feel
yeah.
like
Check
that would
inflation.
be my dream to make that much money in this current era.
So real quick on a fun fact, this movie
Yeah.
was one of the first and only movies of its era to be under budget and done and completed in the can, ready to rip on time.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's the Tommy
It
Cruise.
didn't balloon.
Nope, it didn't.
The
tango
budget
in
stayed
cash. Yeah, they didn't fire the
Did
director.
they stay with the same director?
Yes, they stayed with the same director,
Same producer?
same producer, same writers.
Did they hire or fire any actors? New actors, old actors, we stayed with the same?
They did have to bring in some new apple boxes out of Thailand.
Doesn't count.
Okay.
Did we stay under budget?
Yes, under budget and on time.
That deserves a round of applause.
Well done, Brian De Palma.
Yeah. Brian
What else
De Palma.
did he do? Did
Scarface?
he do Usual Suspects?
Scarface.
He did Scarface.
Small movie called
That
Scarface.
movie sucked.
Jeez.
Yeah. Also another, he did Carlito's Way. Right before this, 1993.
Speaking of other movies,
Yes.
let's think of, this just kind of hit me. If not Tommy for this one,
Yeah.
like for this franchise,
Ooh, yeah.
if somebody else at
Let's
this
go.
time would have got the rights,
Right.
I'm going through the Rolodex in my head because it can't be too machismo.
Vin Diesel.
Honestly, I feel like Pierce Brosnan would have been really good for this.
Oh, no.
Jeez,
What the fuck would he have done?
Look at these improv team
He's
members.
old as
No,
shit.
no.
Is he old? He's old as fuck.
Not
striking out.
1996. It was Golden Eye,
you're
Golden
striking
Era.
out.
But he was
You're
still
striking
old.
out.
Fucking
Golden Eye.
pricks. Well, I like this
No, I
character to be, not in this storyline, but I can buy that this character is older.
So
when
you're
he
saying
is
an
the
actor?
leader of the
You're saying an actor at that time? that
Yes,
could have
in
been Tom Cruise.
1996.
Ooh, I can pick one. Give me 10 seconds.
All right.
9.
What are you doing, Richard Grieco again? You licensed to
Well,
drive?
that was my pick. So
No, you were gonna do Johnny Galecki or
No, I would. Let me see. At that time in the 90s.
yeah. You're gonna come back to Pierce. You like Pierce for it.
No.
Pierce will read. He'll read for it. Can you do American accent, Pierce? Not today.
See,
No, shake instead.
It's very hard. 007 night. Oh. What's your name? Mrs. Doubtfire? Sexy.
Ethan Hunt, you say?
Yeah.
Doubtfire.
Oh, my name is Ethan Hunt. Yes. I'm very narrow, man. I'm a very narrow man.
Who would have been good at that time in the 90s? A good, fairly young action star.
That's what I mean is where this is just right place, right to absolutely fun. Look, I mean, it spawned 8 movies.
Casper Van Dien.
It's incredible. No,
The
we can't
fuck,
Casper. He's
no.
over with Paul Verhoeven up in Mars.
I was thinking
For
like,
who?
in my brain like
Verhoeven.
Jude Law or
Jude
too
Law wasn't-
early.
No,
too early for
Jude
him.
Law.
He would have been like 12.
Jude Law came in Talented Mr.
It'd be-
Ripley in like
it'd be
late
so
90s.
That was like
He was 12 years
98,
old doing
99.
that, though.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
trying to
imagine-
like.
And how dare you
12-year-old
say
Jude
Jude
Law.
Law is the action
What
star from
about
Mission
what about
Impossible?
somebody like?
The fuck did you say?
I got nothing here. I think it's I think it just doesn't get better than Tommy for this.
Yeah, he's the action guy. He sprints well.
Oh, he's
Yeah, it's because he does this.
Yeah.
He doesn't do this. He does this.
He runs
He's
like a runner.
he's
Cuts paper.
cutting.
Yeah.
He's like the T-1000 in Terminator.
And I love it in every movie where he sprints, Tom Cruise, you can hear him running. He's like,
Absolutely.
Well, I was reading about his
He's like
shit.
a Pomeranian.
like the rules he had for he's as much as he's strange to me, strange guy.
Yeah.
He has he does his he
Yes,
works.
he breaks
Dude,
his
he
ankles.
He puts his shit in there.
I saw Tom Cruise when I was at UCLA.
at a Trader Joe's in San Bernardino in 1999.
No,
I remember that
no,
story.
That was Richard Grieco.
oh,
Tom
no
Cruise.
wonder
I
you
saw
got such a crush on him.
fucking old squinty-eyed
He bought me
fuck.
some flowers.
Yeah, old Mr. Johnny Eyebrows. I saw Tom Cruise at the premiere for Last Samurai in Westwood at the Westwood Theater. I came in like late. I forget where I was studying with people. I came out and they were ready because they had the big premieres there and they were ready to go in the theater. And there was like a group of like probably 50 people still outside. And Tom's out there signing autographs, like 50 people surrounding him. And he's just like, he's smiling. He's smiling like, yeah, all right, yeah, okay, yeah, we're signing up. He's signing everyone's autograph, and the security people, everybody's cleaning up the premiere, and they're like, Tom, we got to go inside. The movie's starting. We got to go. He's like, yeah, okay. Totally happy, signing everyone's autographs, being happy about it. Like the dude, like loves his fans, loves the whole thing.
Yeah, he loves the juice of it.
And I heard Jon
the
Hader.
action is the juice.
Tom
For him,
Sizemore.
for real.
Sizemore. John Hader, I remember, was talking about, Bill
Hader.
John Hader is fuck. Is that his brother?
No, that's
John
Napoleon,
Hader.
Napoleon Dynamite.
You're
Bill
just
Hader.
a little off on
little
names.
Jesus, I know. Switch to Sanka.
Yeah.
Bill
Quit
Hader.
having
Steve
kids.
Kev, we
Quit
got
having
Sanka.
children.
Bill Hader was talking about when he did Tropic Thunder.
Oh, yeah.
And he sat next to the table read, and he sat down, and he's like, Tom Cruise comes in, totally excited, like, yeah, this is amazing. Yeah, sits down right next to him, and he just remembers Tom Cruise like elbows him like he's some new guy, like Tom Cruise is the new guy, and like elbows him. He's like, how amazing is this, man? And Bill Hader
awesome.
said, and he's like, I went from a fan to being freaked out for 2 seconds. He's like,
Yeah.
what is happening right now? Because he was so excited. He's not a diva at all. And I've heard that from many people. As crazy as he might be and everything, everyone who's met him said he is absolutely engaging, absolutely nice, doesn't have a bad word to say about anyone. And no matter who you are, if you're just the dude picking up trash, he's like, how are you? How are your kids? Like, he's there. And I remember Renee Zellweger talking about in
Jerry Maguire.
She's like, yeah, like when he's in the scene with you, like he's in the scene. He's absolutely there. And she's like, and he like said that whole "you complete me" thing. And she's like, I had to get therapy for like a month because
Damn.
he was in love with me.
Yeah, he's a legend. I can't believe he doesn't have an Oscar.
He needs an Oscar.
He does not at all.
He doesn't
Zero.
he doesn't do any of those movies.
Name the movie he should have gotten an Oscar in.
Feel Good Men.
Cool. Okay.
War of the Worlds.
Tom.
Tropic Thunder.
Out of all the movies you picked, War of the Worlds.
Hey, War of the
love
Worlds
you.
is
that
fun.
fucking movie.
It's a fun one.
I love you. I love you for that.
I love
Tom.
that movie.
I love you. I
like you.
We're Wrigley.
You're like Jon Voight. You're like Mission Impossible, Anaconda. All right.
I got a
what
question.
So you said Few Good Men. You said
War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds.
Love alien shit.
You said Magnolia. Cool.
Magnolia. Yeah,
Magnolia.
Born on the 4th of July.
Okay.
He should have
Okay.
definitely got
That's
that.
fair.
What is he
Give
do?
Tom an Oscar.
Eyes wide
Okay,
shut.
well, in this movie, in this first mission, Impossible, I can't get over that that's the name. That's on the poster. Like, it just feels like I need to say it differently.
It sounds like an advertisement for like
Right?
colon medicine.
Yeah.
You're like Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Need to dump? We got you.
Do you need to have a bathroom nearby?
This is the this is the most charismatic Ethan Hunt of the franchise.
Oh, yeah.
He's not quite in charge yet because we see at the end is when he finally
it's my
gets to.
favorite.
Yeah, like I like how swinging dick energy he is in the first
leather
couple
jacket.
of. Yeah, like he's really badass in this because if you
rocks
watch
it.
these 7, 8. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckonings and Fallouts, he's dark and not funny.
They're too much.
I love them.
No, I know. I agree with you.
We love them. We see them Mar-a-Lago.
I agree. They're much better. They're action films for sure. They're great action.
This
films.
one's
Vision
as
and
a thriller.
I feel like this one is like perfect.
This one has
espionage.
3 action set pieces.
Yeah.
It's got the opening. It's got the Langley.
It's
and
got Jon
the
Voight jumping off a
helicopter.
bridge.
Yeah, fall, and it's the biggest fall ever. Like that might actually kill that guy's hip.
I know.
What was your favorite of the set pieces in this? Because I know you're a big set piece guy.
Oh my God! Wink,
Say
wink.
set piece.
Yeah, shut up to all you haters about set pieces.
Whoever said that, shut up.
The Buddy Cop Podcast at gmail.com if you want to get up in my mentions about these set pieces.
My
Scott,
mentions.
There's 3 to choose from. You like helicopter chunnel? Do you like Langley knife butt, poop and puke guy? or do you like
all the
Kiev
options.
into Prague into little cassette tape on the plane explodes? Because that one's not even really that set piecey.
so
Just
make your
one
choice.
car explodes and then
I think I'm
the
always
guy
down
gets stabbed.
I'm always down because it seemed like a thing in the '90s and the early 2000s. I'm just down with Prague. Just any
I
backdrop
did
of Prague.
love that. Love that.
Love that.
I love Prague. I want Prague as the main city for all of these.
I knew you had
I fucking
Asperger's.
love Prague.
Okay.
Prague's great.
Let's talk box office, and then we'll do Rotten Tomatoes, and then we'll do a hot take. Tomatoes. Okay.
Sounded like
this-
Robert Downey Jr.
Tomatoes. This is a
Dude, are we gonna do Rotten Tomatoes? What are we doing over here? Okay, bye.
I'm Iron Man.
I'm Iron Man. Yeah.
Okay. This is 1996. What do you think the budget was on this picture? A Cruise Wagner joint.
Cruise Wagner?
Where Tommy Cruise turned down his
Thomas
usual
Jackson
Thomas
Cruise.
Jackson Smith Cruise.
Yep.
He turned down 20 million, which was his going rate, so that he could get back end. Smart man. Ended up being 70 million, so he did it smart. Okay. What do you think the budget was for this 1996 Paramount Pictures distributed PG-13 action smash?
Smash.
And this is budget.
I would say the budget for this one was. And then carry the 2. It would be 45 million.
Okay. What do you got? Do you know?
I can see.
Okay. 80 million.
That's what I said.
That's like 250 now. That's a beast right now.
God damn it.
Okay. And then what do you think it grossed?
It grossed.
It's a smash. PG-13. That means ding, 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 ding,
Oh, yeah,
ding,
I mean,
ding,
ring, ding, ding, ding.
more
Sevens.
banks.
Sevens.
Yep. Ding, ding, ding. Cherry, cherry,
So
cherry.
what'd you say it was again?
$80 million budget.
Oh, yeah. 80
96 PG-13 Paramount. Big distribution.
million.
Memorial Weekend.
Ooh, 250 million.
What are you, crazy? 457 million. This
That's
almost did
all?
half a bill.
Oh my God.
It was more than you. It was more than your
That's
guess,
all?
Dinky.
That made almost as much as Cliffhanger, huh?
No, it did better than Cliffhanger. It did better
Cliffhanger
than
was a
Cliffhanger.
surprise when I was
Cliffhanger
like,
was so
wow.
good.
That's
so
what made Rooker a star.
Cliffhanger blew your mind when that did 300 million. You were like, huh?
I was like,
446.
Michael Rooker.
You said
That
400.
raccoon or that kink 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 strap really pushed them over the top.
know.
Okay, let's do Rotten Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
This was surprising to me. This was surprising to me. Okay.
Tom, Rotten Tomatoes. What is
Tom,
it?
Sorry, hold on. So the inflation calculator
yeah.
almost was $1 billion.
For
What?
gross?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. 500 million 30 years
It was
ago?
almost $1 billion?
No, with inflation.
I know.
200. Like
So that was like almost like a
900
James Cameron Avatar type
900
shit.
million.
Well, a lot of movies nowadays do a bill because of international.
I
yeah.
wonder if Tom Cruise
He's
had,
big international.
Well, but I wonder if he's so into Scientology that he's almost like a telepath and he knew this was going to blow up, so he took the back end on it.
Yeah. I
think
bet
he-
that.
I think he was wearing
he
his
had to have
medallion.
known it was going to be a huge hit.
I
Like
think
it was
him and-
IP. It was really coveted IP.
I think him and Miscavige had like a crystal
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah, they were out in the Pacific Ocean looking for his wife, even
Yeah.
though they knew where she was. Okay.
It was like Sotomon's crystal ball. And they're in the
Wait, so we
background,
getting
like-
so L. Ron Hubbard's coming on next week?
Yeah, we got
correct?
him on. Him and
L. Ron
Isaac
Hubbard?
Hayes, I think, are coming
L.
on.
Ron
next
Hubbard. He's a sexy dude. Nice teeth. Really in shape.
Okay, Tom.
Yes.
What do you think the critics gave Mission Impossible? Mission : Impossible.
Good critics. I would say 92.
Okay. What about you, Scott?
The critics gave Mission Impossible, Mission : Oscopy. Gave it. The critics gave colonoscopy possible a I'm going to say they gave it an 80%.
They gave it a 65.
Shit,
Critics
really?
only gave it 65. I don't think they knew at the time.
They didn't like Jean Reno.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, they
He
hate the
wasn't great
French.
in this. He was not great in this. What do you think?
Slit your throat.
What do you think the audience gave Mission Impossible, the first one?
Oh, fuck yeah. The audience.
What would
the
you
audience is in there.
guess
I'd
for
say
the
the
audience?
audience gave it 96.
Okay, what
I'm
about
same,
you?
Same.
Okay.
96?
71%.
What
God
the fuck?
damn it.
I don't even know. Like, this
one
was a good
lower.
movie.
I hate the French.
I really like this one. This movie fucking rips.
Yeah.
I hate the French too.
You know what it was? It was the Pragians. They didn't like it.
No, the Kievs. It was the people in Kiev.
The
They're like, our
Kievans?
diamonds are better.
The Kievans or the Pragians?
I don't get that though, because that's the first movie that was like that. At least in my opinion, that style where it was like these twists and like these.
Yeah,
crazy,
for sure.
Like,
this
I mean,
was
James Bond was.
This
obviously,
was
but
the most movies.
Same,
This is better
like-
than James.
This is the most movie that we've watched, movie that we've watched outside of Heat.
It is
Like
called,
Aliens.
It is called Sean. It is called a film.
It's called the film is in Prague and
Cine,
Kiev.
cinema.
C'est so sacre
Yeah.
bleu.
I don't like how you Americans talk.
But you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? When I
know
talk
what you
about the
mean.
film.
Yes, I put my panties on one leg at a time.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so what would you give this? What would be your Rotten Tomato score?
Rotten Tomatoes, I would give this one a. I would give it a 94%.
94? What would you give it?
I go like 92.
Yeah, I was going to
loved
say
it. I enjoyed
92.
it.
The only thing
Go in
is
the
maybe a
90s.
couple more set pieces for Daddy.
God damn it.
A
God-
car chase. Like, I like
They
it when
have said
Tom
no
Cruise
set
does
pieces.
little itty bitty car chases. Like, he gets in a Mini Cooper or like a little Miata and like, boop, beep, bop, boop, 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 bam, 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 bam.
You love set pieces. I
Set
feel like
pieces.
if you film a comedy, you're going to be like,
I
can
don't-
I have Peter Jackson's King Kong
Yeah,
set?
I don't like it when actors have dialogue. I like it when they ramp a car off a boat into a nitroglycerin
You
plant.
and John Woo smoke weed in the background. You're
Oh.
like, fuck it, we blow it all up. Blow it all up.
I need doves and I need TNT, preferably together.
Yeah.
Just like
Doom, doom, boom, 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 boom.
Sean, it's a romantic comedy. Do you need 400 gallons of napalm? Yes, blow it up.
And doves in slow mo. Boom.
Doves.
John Woo. Okay. We'll close out on a hot take.
Fuck this.
I have kind of a sneaky. This isn't necessarily a hot take. This is. I guess it is.
warm
I want Christopher Nolan to direct a Mission Impossible movie. I don't know.
Inception.
I don't know if it's a little too sci-fi. I'd like it a little more grounded. I think a grounded Christopher Nolan Mission: Impossible with
Christopher Nolan doesn't do grounded movies anymore.
BS.
His movies are
Odyssey. Well, Oppenheimer is as grounded as it comes, right? It's based on a true story piece.
I mean, I feel like, well, yeah, I guess so.
Okay, fair enough.
But every
Well,
one of
agree
his
to
movies
disagree.
feel like I'm on the spectrum doing mushrooms on a DMT
Yeah, that's
voyage.
true. Well, for anyway. Anyway, Christopher Nolan directing a Mission Impossible
can see
movie
it. I would do it.
with, I'm trying to think of like a young up and coming, whoever's the next It boy. I think that'd be fun. A Nolan where it's like live round reload, but you never fire because you're smarter. Espionage thriller, mask.
you know who I
Oh,
would
the
want?
mask would be. You know, Cillian Murphy's
You know
gonna mask.
who I'd want to direct it? Take
Who?
it a whole different direction. Guy Ritchie.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, that would be fun.
Do like a
You
snatch
taking a
type
piss?
That would
thing.
be
You
fun.
taking a piss, Ethan?
'Cause
Huh?
he would-
Are you fucking
Oh,
Ethan?
you
Huh?
fucking,
Are you fucking Ethan? Huh?
serious?
You
Right now?
coming in my pub? You coming in my pub? You taking a
Hey,
piss?
mate, bruv.
Motherfucker.
No.
Bro,
You coming in here and you're taking a piss on my ass?
I feel like I just got covered with cider right now.
In my airwaves, you come in here taking a piss?
What's wrong? You don't think I've got the minerals?
You don't have the back as the
Oh,
bullets.
you ain't got no fucking minerals
God,
over
I
here.
love Guy Ritchie films. Because Guy Ritchie would make it like he would bring up all the characters. The characters would be great. The cinematography would be back and forth. It would be very much like the first one.
Yeah,
It would be sick.
Kind of I love that because kind of like how they did with Thor, Love and Thunder. Like it got slammed by a lot of people.
Completely different style.
But
I loved it,
I loved it
of
because
people
I just
did.
thought there's
Same.
so many superhero movies and they said, let's flip it on its head and make it crazy.
Yeah.
And I loved it. So it had dark elements, had tearjerker elements. So I think like put a different director and give these different spin, just like Kevin Smith would have done the Superman movie with Nick Cage.
Okay, I love it.
Nick Cage. He'll be
Nick
on the
Cage.
podcast next week.
Speaking of, let's talk real
Let's
quick
go.
before we get out of here. Make sure you email the pod, the buddycop@gmail.com. Hit us up on Insta, hit us up on Facebook, hit us up on Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. Put a comment out there of what other movies you want to see. We've already had some people doing that. That's really good. I think we should go either The Rock or Face Off or Con Air as one of our next ones.
We're going 90s or we go back to 80s?
Well, we did 3 80s in a row.
Oh, fuck.
We are due.
We are
due for a Nicky Cage or I was going to say maybe a Demolition Man.
Ooh, do that.
That's a fun one, but we've already Stalloned a couple times. We've only
Stalloned
done
it.
one Schwarzenegger.
We've never done a Nick Cage.
I think we should do a Nick Cage.
We should do
Let's do Con Air. I know it's
Con Air's
90s,
good.
but it could be a blast.
Oh, it could be.
People
do love Con Air.
Cyrus the Virus. I'll come in that.
And guess who's
Yeah.
also in that movie?
Steve Buscemi.
No.
Motherfucking
Ving Rhames. Con Air, we have the
Steve
convicts.
Buscemi, though. Steve Buscemi's in it, too. He goes, hey, nice plane.
Okay.
I like it.
Make sure
kill
you
children.
like, subscribe, rate, review, Spotify, iHeart, Pandora, Apple Podcast, iTunes. If you're a hacker, make sure you click for Tom.
And if you
want
wanna
to
be on the
Wait, I didn't get my hot take.
Oh, hot take Tom. Hot take Tom.
This movie fucking rips.
This movie fucking rips.
And if you want to have your product be on the show, like
Yes.
Seabreeze Wine or Camp
Seabreeze
Snap,
Wine, Camp Snap, Hidden
next week
Sea Wine.
we might be sponsored next week by Fancy Feast. They're reaching out. People love cats.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
And,
a Con Air, probably a Con Air next. A Steve Buscemi, a Ving Rhames, a Johnny Malks, a Johnny Cusacks, a Nicky Cage. Boom!
John
I just
Cusack's
nailed
in it.
that.
That's really good.
I freaking
Just went
nailed
down
that.
IMDb
And
so
Yeah.
fast.
you forgot Dave Chappelle's in the
Dave
movie.
Chappelle's and it gets thrown out.
Motherfucker.
Spoiler alert!
And
Okay,
you have John Malkovich.
pretty
No,
good.
working on
No,
it,
I
yeah.
like the way to end it.
What's the
Give us a
in-flight
little.
movie?
Give us a little Tom on the way out.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah, give us a little Tom on the way out. Yeah, that's fantastic. For Scott, for Tom, my name is Sean. Thank you so much for all the support.
roll motherfucking credits.